Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode. Today, I'm going to be mixing two of my most favorite topics ever, food and photography. And for that, we're going to be creating these gorgeous backgrounds for your food photography, well, photos. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So if you're new to food photography, these bad boys are so important because these are going to create that palette that you're looking for to just bring the whole thing and the whole concept together. To be quite honest with you, I've been using like a couple of stones and just a couple of like my table and stuff like that, but having something like this in your repertoire is such a game changing. And I'm in Guatemala right now. I'm at my parents' house and my dad built this place from scratch, so he's quite handy. I'm not, so I asked him to help me with that. So he showed me a couple of very interesting tricks to get this type of, like, as you can see though, there's absolutely nothing too complicated about this, but it does look gorgeous. It's got this gorgeous patina that is going to add that extra texture to your photos. I'm going to be showing you what my dad taught me, which to be honest I think is very simple. You can make this very cheap as well, and it's definitely going to step up your food photography game. As you already saw from those killer B-roll shots, we're going to need a couple of things to get this done. First things first, I'm using plywood. Feel free to use something a little bit different. I've seen some people from the internet using aluminum sheets, but my weapon of choice for this particular video is going to be plywood. My dad made this DIY wood stain, which you can find very cheap, usually in those do-it-yourself type of stores like Home Depot and stuff like that. We're going to be using some thinner as well, and a brush, some paint, and in my case, this bad boy to open them. If you pay attention, this plywood has been somehow treated a tiny bit. Me and my dad already put a tiny bit of white paint on top of it, and then using sandpaper we just made this effect to create a little bit of a patina type of thing going on. With a nail we just grabbed it like this, so it gets a little bit more interesting, right? For example, as you can see, these parts right here are going to tell a story. Just instead of having all of this all boring, now you've got a couple of scratches, and you can do that just like going crazy like this, you know? You don't have to be too perfect about it. Wait, my assistant is throwing this at me. Shout out to my assistant, aka my dad. Sandpaper, right? So just go like this, very simple. And the patina comes immediately. You get those beautiful rough patches, and then it's not perfect, and that's the whole idea. Look at this gorgeous color. Isn't it just, love this color. It's very simple, very straightforward. Brush the living crap out of it. And something very interesting also to mention is that you can do this very cheaply, so you might as well get different types of colors for your backgrounds. This, for example, would be if you've got some golden plates, or maybe some golden food. So for example, you can see this one right here. My dad made this one. Also the same situation, right? He had a tiny bit of blue, white, some yellow, and then with the sandpaper he brought those yellows and those whites. So you just work with different layers, and that's exactly what we're doing here. Also, if you pay attention, if I go like this, I'm creating a little bit of texture as well. This is in theory, what it looks like now. So at this moment, it's really your call. You can just leave it as is if you're looking for something like this, or once it gets dry, I'm going to sandpaper it very softly just to bring, like I mentioned earlier, bring these whites, and yeah, I think that's going to look very cool. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to show you a couple of photos. Yeah, you're going to love this though, and this is something that you definitely have to try.